F-35 Lightning II, developed by Lockheed Martin, is a fifth-generation multirole stealth fighter jet designed to excel in air superiority, ground attack, and reconnaissance missions. But what sets this trillion-dollar titan apart from its predecessors? Let's find out in today's video. The F-35 Lightning II emerged from the Joint Strike Fighter program, consolidating various combat aircraft initiatives from the 1980s and 1990s. Its predecessors included the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency ASTOVL program, aimed at developing a replacement for the Harrier jump jet, and the Joint Advanced Strike Technology program, focused on advanced strike warfare concepts. International participation was significant, with the UK joining as a founding member in 1995, followed by several other countries. Boeing and Lockheed Martin were selected in 1997 for the concept demonstration phase, leading to the development of the X-32 and the X-35 concept demonstrator aircraft. Lockheed Martin's design eventually won the JSF competition in 2001. The F-35 program encountered challenges such as weight issues, software delays, and design flaws, resulting in schedule delays and cost overruns. However, it achieved milestones with the Block 3F configuration completing operational testing and evaluation in 2023. Ongoing efforts include the Continuous Capability Development and Delivery program, aimed at enhancing the aircraft's capabilities. Procurement and international participation involve multiple countries, with the U.S. as the primary customer. Despite challenges, the program continues to progress, albeit with setbacks such as Turkey's removal from the program in 2019 due to security concerns. The F-35 is the second fifth-generation fighter to enter U.S. service and the first operational supersonic ASTOVL stealth fighter. Featuring a wingtail configuration with two canted vertical stabilizers for stealth, the F-35 has various flight control surfaces, including leading-edge flaps and rudders. It utilizes fixed diverterless supersonic inlets to enhance aerodynamics. The aircraft's structure incorporates composite materials, making up 35% of its airframe weight. Despite being heavier than its predecessors, the F-35 performs competitively, especially in stealth mode, with a top speed of Mach 1.6. Its advanced sensors and avionics, including the AN/APG-81 AESA radar and the AN/ASQ-239 Barracuda electronic warfare system, enhance situational awareness and command capabilities. The F-35 software, developed primarily in C and C++ languages, runs on integrated core processors, ICPs, with real-time operating systems. Its avionics utilize commercial off-the-shelf components for flexibility and affordability. Key sensors like the AN/APG-81 radar and the AN/AAQ-37 electro-optical distributed aperture system provide comprehensive threat detection and tracking capabilities. The aircraft is designed for future upgrades, with plans for advanced processors and radar systems in Block 4 configurations. Stealth represents a cornerstone of the F-35's design philosophy, with a concerted effort to minimize radar cross-section through meticulous shaping of the airframe and the integration of radar-absorbent materials. Notable measures include the alignment of edges, serration of skin panels, and the strategic masking of the engine face and turbine. Furthermore, the F-35's innovative diverterless supersonic inlet employs a compression bump and forward-swept cowl to divert the boundary layer away from the inlet duct, eliminating the need for a traditional splitter gap or bleed system and further reducing radar signature. Characterized by an RCS lower than that of a metal golf ball at specific frequencies and angles, the F-35 boasts stealth capabilities that rival those of the F-22 under certain conditions. To ensure maintainability, the F-35's stealth design draws from lessons learned from prior stealth aircraft, such as the F-22. The radar-absorbent fiber matte skin, a key component of the F-35 steel architecture, offers enhanced durability and requires less maintenance compared to older topcoats. Moreover, the aircraft exhibits reduced infrared and visual signatures, coupled with stringent controls on radio frequency emitters to mitigate the risk of detection. The F-35's stealth design primarily targets high-frequency X-band wavelengths, offering a significant advantage in evading detection by contemporary radar systems. While lower-frequency radars may detect stealthy aircraft due to Rayleigh scattering, their inherent limitations in precision and susceptibility to clutter render them less effective in practical scenarios. To further obscure its RCS, the F-35 can employ 4 Lunenburg lens reflectors, providing additional countermeasures against detection. Despite its advanced stealth capabilities, noise generated by the F-35 has raised concerns among residents near potential bases for the aircraft. Environmental impact studies were requested in response to noise-related apprehensions, particularly in areas surrounding bases such as Luke Air Force Base in Arizona and Eglin Air Force Base in Florida. While noise levels measured in decibels are comparable to those of previous fighter aircraft like the F-16, the F-35 exhibits stronger sound power, particularly at lower frequencies. However, subsequent surveys and studies have indicated that the F-35's noise profile is perceptibly similar to that of existing aircraft models, though certain observers have noted increased low-frequency noise levels. In terms of cockpit design, the F-35 features a state-of-the-art glass cockpit geared towards providing pilots with optimal situational awareness. Central to this cockpit layout is a panoramic touchscreen display measuring 20 by 8 inches, which offers comprehensive flight instrumentation, stores management, communication, navigation, and identification information, as well as integrated caution and warning systems. Additionally, the cockpit integrates a speech recognition system developed by ASTOVL, enhancing pilot interface capabilities. Foregoing a traditional heads-up display, the F-35 adopts a helmet-mounted display system as its primary means of presenting flight and combat information to the pilot. This HMDS projects critical information directly onto the pilot's helmet visor, ensuring visibility regardless of head orientation. Furthermore, the HMDS interfaces seamlessly with the aircraft's distributed aperture system, enabling pilots to access infrared and night vision imagery and effectively see through the aircraft. Despite initial challenges with vibration, jitter, and display issues during development, subsequent iterations of the HMDS have addressed these concerns, offering improved night vision capabilities, automated alignment features, and enhanced software functionalities. The F-35 is propelled by the Pratt & Whitney F-135 low-bypass augmented turbofan engine, generating a rated thrust of 28,000 pound-feet, or 125 kilonewtons, at military power, and 43,000 pound-feet, or 191 kilonewtons, with afterburner. Derived from the F-119 engine used in the F-22, the F-135 incorporates a larger fan and high bypass ratio to enhance subsonic thrust and fuel efficiency, though it lacks optimization for supercruise. Notably, the engine contributes to the F-35's stealth characteristics through the implementation of a low observable augmenter, or afterburner, featuring fuel injectors integrated into thick curved vanes covered by radar-absorbent materials. The F-35's low observable axis-symmetric nozzle, comprising 15 partially overlapping flaps, adopts a sawtooth pattern at the trailing edge to diminish radar signature and produce shed vortices that reduce the infrared signature of the exhaust plume. However, early in its development, the stealthy augmenter encountered challenges related to pressure pulsations or screech, particularly at low altitude and high speed. Moreover, the engine's substantial dimensions necessitated modifications to the U.S. Navy's underway replenishment system to support at-sea logistics. In the case of the F-35B variant, equipped with the short takeoff and vertical landing capabilities, the F-135 PW600 variant incorporates the shaft-driven lift fan, or Rolls-Royce lift system. Developed in collaboration with Lockheed Martin and Rolls-Royce, this system comprises a lift fan, drive shaft, 2 roll posts, and a thrust vectoring nozzle mechanism known as the 3-bearing swivel module. Unlike the Harrier's Pegasus engine, which relies solely on direct engine thrust for lift, the F-35B's SDLF augments the swivel nozzle's thrust with the lift fan, providing enhanced lift capabilities. An alternative engine, the General Electric Rolls-Royce F-136, was under development in the 2000s as a competitive option for the F-35. However, due to funding constraints, the F-136 program was terminated in December 2011. Looking ahead, the F-35 is expected to undergo propulsion upgrades throughout its life cycle to adapt to evolving threats and incorporate additional capabilities. Initiatives such as the Adaptive Engine Transition Program aim to develop adaptive cycle engines, potentially leading to re-engining of the F-35. Additionally, Pratt & Whitney plans to enhance the baseline F-135 engine through initiatives like the growth option upgrades and the development of the XA101 adaptive cycle engine. These enhancements are anticipated to be integrated into the F-35 fleet in phases, with the aim of enhancing performance and operational effectiveness. The F-35 incorporates 2 internal weapons bays, each featuring 2 weapon stations. The outboard stations have a capacity of up to 2,500 pounds of ordnance, or 1,500 pounds for the F-35B variant. While the inboard stations are designed for air-to-air missiles, air-to-surface weapons compatible with the outboard stations include the Joint Direct Attack Munition, paveway bombs, Joint Standoff Weapon, and cluster munitions. Additionally, these stations can accommodate smaller munitions such as the GBU-39 Small Diameter Bomb, the GBU-53B SDB-2, and the Spear-3. The inboard stations are dedicated to carrying air-to-air missiles like the AIM-120 AMRAAM, and in the future, the AIM-260 JTAM. Compartments behind the weapons bays store flares, chaff, and towed decoys. In missions where stealth is not a requirement, the F-35 can utilize 6 internal weapon stations. The wingtip pylons can carry AIM-9X or AIM-132 ASRAAM missiles, while each wing features an inboard and middle station capable of carrying larger air-to-surface weapons such as the AGM-158 Joint Air-to-Surface Standoff Missile cruise missile. The aircraft's external wing stations provide additional capacity for carrying large weapons that cannot be accommodated internally. Equipped with 25mm GAU-22A rotary cannons, the F-35A variant can engage ground targets effectively, with the cannon mounted internally near the left wing root and carrying 182 rounds. However, accuracy issues with the GAU-22A were identified in 2020, attributed to misalignments in the gun's mount and susceptibility to cracking, though these problems were subsequently resolved by 2024. In contrast, the F-35B and F-35C variants do not feature an internal gun, but can utilize a Terma AS multi-mission pod housing the GAU-22A and 220 rounds. This pod can also accommodate various other equipment for different mission requirements, such as electronic warfare or reconnaissance. Future upgrades for the F-35 include the development of a weapon rack called Sidekick to increase internal air-to-air payloads, integration of additional weapons such as the MBDA Meteor and the AGM-88G AARGM-ER, and adaptation of the Naval Strike Missile for internal and external carriage. Plans also include nuclear weapons delivery capability with the B-61 bomb, integration of hypersonic missiles, and consideration of direct energy weapons like solid-state lasers. Lockheed Martin is exploring the integration of a fiber laser for the F-35, capable of combining multiple laser modules into a single high-power beam, scalable to various levels of intensity. What do you think is the most significant aspect of the F-35 Lightning II? Let us know in the comments below, and check out these other videos.